Alright everyone, welcome back to another YouTube video. Welcome back to my channel. And as you know, this is no other than Facts Base. You understand? Facts Base TV. And as you know, we keep it 100% factual over here. If it is not factual, we won't say it. Yes, and then you don't know a little addition of my own opinion. And you guys can also share your own opinion also. Now, in today's video, well, before I go any further, I just want to welcome my subscribers. You understand? Big up, enough respect. Then I also want to welcome all those who are not yet a subscriber, who are just passing through. Welcome. You understand? Just watch till the end, and then you can decide if you want to subscribe later. Now, with no further ado, let's jump straight into it. Now, as I said, the topic for today is the coronavirus vaccine, and as you all know, there is something going around, there is something happening, there is something that has put the world, the universe on pause for a while, and it also has changed how the world is functioning, how the world is revolving right now, and that is no other than the coronavirus, aka the COVID-19 virus. Now, for everyone who do not know, this is a virus that has impacted the world at large, not just Jamaica, not just the Caribbean, not just North and South America, not just Asia, but the entire world has bowed down on their knees because of this virus. Now, for all those of you who may not know, history has shown that so far this is not the worst virus, this is not the worst pandemic the world has ever seen. Now, as I said, history have also shown that the Spanish flu, yes, it is indeed to this date the worst pandemic the world has ever encountered. And I think it took place in the I think it's in the 70s. No, I think it was early in the 19th century. I think about 1904, something like that. But yeah, whatever the case may be, don't quote me for the date, but I think it was in the early 1900. Now, during that pandemic, as I said, the name of that virus was called the Spanish flu, and during that time, World War I was going on. And can you imagine that that virus killed more soldiers than the war itself? That was how deadly it was. Also, according to research, it is said that the virus was created as a biological weapon for World War I, but then it got out of hand and then started creating havoc around the world. Now, statistics have shown that more than 500 million people worldwide got the virus, and more than between 20 to 50 million people died of the virus. Now, that simply shows that the Spanish flu is the deadliest virus, the deadliest pandemic to this date. Now, fast forward to 2019, we have this virus that named the coronavirus that seems as if it was originated in China, because they recorded the first case in, I think, around between September to December of 2019, and then the world starts seeing more cases of such in other places, in other countries, since January 2020. Now, to be precise, Jamaica has saw their first coronavirus case in March. I don't remember the exact date, but I am sure it was in the second week of March. I think around the 10th thereabout. Yeah, whatever the case may be, but that's around the date when Jamaica recorded their first case. And that case was recorded from this female that traveled from England, came to Jamaica. I think it was in St. Thomas, to attend a funeral, and yeah, that's where the virus first originated in Jamaica, and then bam. We start by taking one by one until at one point we saw near to 1,000 cases per day. Now, that was just like a basic rundown of the coronavirus, but I am going to narrow it down to the vaccine. Now, since the start of the coronavirus, since the start of the pandemic, many countries, many rich nations have been in a race to the finish line to come up with a vaccine, a suitable vaccine that is going to be proven that it is 100 or close to 100% effective. Now, because of that race, we all know that some countries are going to be left out while the countries with the most resources will be on the top. Now, we have noticed that a lot of companies, big companies, have been making their own vaccine. A lot of companies and countries get their vaccine passed by WHO, which is World Health Organization, while many other countries are yet to get the go ahead to distribute their vaccine because it is not passed by the World Health Organization. Now, I want to narrow this down to Jamaica. Many questions have been there, many answers have been there also, but we seem to have more questions than answers right now. Now, on a worldwide scale, we notice that the authorities, the bigger heads, they are basically pushing the vaccine on the people of their countries. Now, as a leader, yes, they should lead from front, they should lead by example. And I think they feel like pushing in the vaccine or making it mandatory for our people is a way of showing their strength as a leader. But for me, I believe it is also a way of showing their weakness. Now, as we can see, we here in Jamaica has been having a lot of problems where the vaccine is concerned. Now, you have many people out there, they are anti-vaccine, they are going against the vaccine. You will see them on social media, you will see them out in the streets saying no to the vaccine, while there are others that are saying yes to the vaccine, which nothing is wrong. Everyone has their own opinion and everyone has their own choice as to whether they want to take it or not. That's their decision. But my problem is, why are they forcing the vaccine on us? Now, Prime Minister himself, I'm not even gonna say Honorable Andrew Holness. I'm just gonna say Andrew Holness. He went on live television, went on camera saying he is taking the vaccine. Now, I don't know who you convinced by doing that, but you certainly did not convince me that you took the vaccine. That is just where I stand on that. Now, for me personally, I don't plan on taking the vaccine. I really don't plan on taking the vaccine. I will only take the vaccine unless it is mandatory, and not just mandatory, if it is mandatory for me to probably at least leave my home and go on the road. But if it's a case where I can go about my business and continue to live my life without taking the vaccine, then believe me, I will not take it. As I said, unless it's a matter of urgency where I have absolutely no choice. And when I say no choice, I mean that the authorities, left me with no choice but to take it. And my reason for this is because a lot of people do not know. Vaccines, stuff like vaccines, take years to develop, years of research, years of testing. Now, a lot of people are saying that when you were younger, as a baby, as a child, going to the clinic, you were being shot with vaccine. Did you say no to it? No, I did not say no to it. I took it. And honestly speaking, those times I have no idea what was going on. I was a kid. I just know that I go to the clinic, they inject me, and that's it. Now, since I'm grown, I get to understand that The injections were actually vaccines against measles or flu shots, whatever the case may be. Now, if they're going to use that against me, my question to them is, how long did it take before those vaccines that I took as a kid take to develop? How long did it take for those vaccines to develop? What exactly do they know about those vaccines? Almost every single thing. They knew the side effects of the vaccine. They knew what it will do, what it won't do, and stuff like that. Now, for this vaccine, we still do not know the side effects. No one knows exactly the goodness of this or the badness of this, simply because all these vaccines are developed in a rush. They are developed in a race, which means it gives none of the company enough time to know that, okay, this is a side effect. This is the goodness of the vaccine. This is the badness of the vaccine. Now, a lot of people argument is that based on where technology is at now, things that used to take 10 years are now taking a week. Yes, that is true. But something like a vaccine? No. Don't tell me that a vaccine that normally take 10 years to develop, I could take 1 year because of technology. No. Because at the end of the day, if they should say, okay, let's take a guinea pig and inject him with this vaccine, normally they would run their test and wait for a while, maybe years, whatever the case may be, to see what exactly this vaccine is doing to the body of that guinea pig. We're just a year and something in the pandemic, and the vaccine just came out a few months ago. Up until now, the first dose of vaccine that has been administered in this world is still not yet a year since it was administered, which means no one knows the side effects. No one knows the long-term effects of this vaccine. Now, there are a lot of conspiracy theories out there saying that the coronavirus itself causes impotence, while there is also conspiracy theories saying that the vaccine causes the same. Now, I believe that no one knows exactly what it causes or what it does not causes. But all I can say, time will tell. Now, my advice to you guys out there that is thinking about taking the vaccine or is not thinking about taking the vaccine, I would say do your research. That's all. Do your research and then use that as a aiding factor to at least make your decision if you want to take it or you do not want to take it. But you know the irony about this, Jamaicans are the best, because you will see they come in front of you and they will curse the vaccine, and I am honestly surprised to see how much people was fighting for the vaccine a few weeks ago when they were having the vaccination blitz. I was shocked, and what I was mostly shocked about was I think a few thousand doses that were close to expiration, and the health minister decided that he want to use them up before they expire. Now, we all know if you should go to the supermarket and you see a bread that said it expires tomorrow, you can buy that bread today. You can eat that bread tomorrow, and you can eat it the day after, and you will still be okay. But there are some stuff, for example, like a dairy product. If I should go and buy a dairy product and it said expiration day is next week, I am not going to buy it. Even though it is this week I'm buying it, I'm not going to buy it. Now, for the vaccine, something like a vaccine will be expired within 2 days, and you're going to tell me that you're giving people that and the people are killing for it? No, I don't think that is right. But as I said, I am not going against the vaccine totally. and I am not for it. But as for me, I have no plans of taking it. As for you, do your research before you think about saying you don't want to take it, or before you think about saying you want to take it. And you don't have to do a research on coronavirus vaccine itself. Just do a research on vaccine on a whole, and it will give you the do's and don'ts, what to expect, what to not expect, and so on. Now, everyone, that's the end of my video. Please remember to leave a comment if you like, subscribe if you like, share if you like if you like. But if not, it is quite fine. Just stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.